Hey guys, it's your girl Chocho. Welcome back. Thank you guys for watching. And guys, if you don't know who I am, I'm just a girl in the hood, single mom, just trying to see of ways that I can make some income. Yes, I do work a regular job, but also besides that, when you have someone else to take care of, hey, you need more than one job. And we all know that for sure. Why? Because it's so much in life that we need to get, that everything costs us money, a house, a car, clothes, food, um, hygiene products, cleaning products, you know, we want to go out somewhere sometimes. We need to buy us shoes. Kids growing up, they need different shoes, clothes. You know, you got to save up like for putting them, like in programs. Either they have music programs or ballet, or basketball, soccer, football, you know, just different kind of things. And everything costs us money. You want to go watch a movie, it costs money. And, like, yeah, a lot of us, have children, like out of, marriage. So we do suffer those consequences. Yes, that's very true. We do suffer those consequences. So you know what? It's all right. It's all good. We're gonna get through it. I'm gonna try to do my best to do what I gotta do. And this is just something that I just thought about, doing. Like I want to do reaction videos sometimes, um, to some YouTubers, especially like the one that I believe that I can, relate to. For one, shout out to Carmen. Carmen girl, yes, I've been watching you for years, ever since you was very young. I think at a teenage year. You didn't even have your kids yet. Yes, and I seen every most of your videos. Like how you went from being in a relationship to breaking up and to you being a single mom. And trying to do it on your own. Right, right. It's all out there. We watch your videos. We are your supporters. We sit here and watch, so that's how, like more people can watch. You get all your views, and you get paid, right? Right. Shout out to Carmen. You're doing your thing, girl. You're doing your thing. Keep your head up. Keep going. Because, like I say, I can relate because I'm a single mom as well. I had issues with, my child's dad as well. I went through so much with that person, so I can understand everything you're going through. And let me just tell you, it's all going to get better. It's all going to get better. Okay. The good thing, you let go of what was not meant for you, and you are probably better in a space mentally. And I know it's not 100% perfect. No, because I know us women, you know, and especially with children that you have with someone that doesn't even really care for you or your children, it can be draining. It can haunt you. You can feel mad, sad, depressed, lonely, hurt. You question yourself, why did you do this? Why did this have to happen to me? But hey, we live and learn, right? We got to get up and keep going, right? And I just want to say, I can relate on that. I'm a single mama too. So, yes, I'm just glad that you are staying on the right track. And for you and your kids, right? Because that's the most important things. We become moms and all we think about is, how we're going to make our kids happy. You know, we go through a lot trying to, like fix ourselves, mentally and emotionally because of what we went through while trying to make our kids happy. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and hold on to that, but I'm going to go ahead and add to the other girl that I also watch. Life with Royalty. Shout out to Life with Royalty. You're another person I can relate to. Yeah, I've been watching you ever since you was, I think, very young, at a very young age. You know, when you didn't have your twins yet, your kids were still very young and little. And I've been watching you ever since then. And I'm gonna say, I can relate because everything that you probably went through with that man, I've been through a lot too with the man I was with. Yes, and I know how it is, girl. I know how it is. All these people trying to talk down on you. You have 5 kiddos. Five. That's a handful. A handful. Like who does that? Like who does that? Who's able to take care of 5 other people besides themselves? Mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, spiritually. Who? So for all those people to be talking down on you, y'all just weird. Y'all is so weird and effed up in the head. This is a mom. This is a single mom trying to make it in life. Trying to be there mentally, financially, emotionally, physically for her children, 5 of them. And y'all over here talking down on this woman? She already has her hands full. Then y'all want to talk down on her? Come on now. Come on now. This world is full of hateful, evil, nasty people. Like, come on now. You know how hard it is, to be there for 5 other people and yourself. You don't know, because if you knew, you wouldn't be talking down on a woman like that, especially on a mom. This mom here, the mom here, she's raising those kids into being, better than what she was or than what she is or whatever. She's trying to raise those kids the right way, you know and y'all over here bashing her. That's insane. That's insane. Instead of y'all talking about her, y'all should be encouraging her on how to do things better, or give some good advice. Like, all y'all can do is just talk about her. Nah, 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 no, no, no. But one thing I will say, is that there are people in this world that are very manipulative, narcissistic behavior, and for this mom to be taking care of those 5 kids, y'all need to get off of her. Get off her. Get off of it. If you're not going to support, if you're not going to give no good advice, zip it. Zip it. Because you probably wouldn't able to do what she is doing. Yeah, Royalty. They probably wouldn't be able to do what you are doing. Taking care of 5 kids? Come on now. You know financially how much that takes, and mentally how much that takes. Come on now. Come on. Men don't even do this. No. It's rare. It's rare that you find a man that really does something like that. And of course people are going to say, well, no one told her to have kids, and not let the dads be in their life. Y'all don't know what's really going on. Y'all don't know what really is going on. Y'all don't know what has happened behind closed doors off the camera. And if a woman is trying to protect her children from the dad of the kids, it's a big, big reason why, probably why. And it's a big, important reason why. Okay, she might not come to the internet with all that ish and say why, and probably she has, but hey, this world is full of evil people too, good people and evil people. And a lot of us women know that we want to protect our children. We want to protect our children. If we know for the fact that the man probably wasn't even good for us and we're adults, what about for the children? How are they going to take care of somebody that little that needs a lot more guidance? How? If she's seen things in a man that she knows is not safe for kids to be around, she gonna say something. She gonna keep the kids away from the man, of course, or from the evil person, whoever it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like mamas, royalty, Carmen, there's a lot of people, evil people saying stuff that you're wrong, you do this and you do that, and you keeping the kids away from the dad, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Let them keep talking. Keep them kids safe. If you know that man ain't safe, keep them kids safe. We live and learn from our mistakes. Yes, we do. And a lot of times, and look, I want to say, as what of our experience is that, sometimes it could take us, more than one time to learn our lesson. Yeah. Because of course we want love. We want to be loved right. We want to be treated right. So a lot of times we just give another chance, you know? And another thing is that we'll meet the same spirit in a different human being. So just because royalty is saying that something about the father of her kids, and then now she's saying something, not blaming, but saying something about the other man that was recording, her videos and stuff, and he was acting weird. Yeah, that probably is true. She's gonna come across the same spirit, but in a different body. Like, y'all don't know that. Like, come on now. Come on. Y'all don't know that. Yeah, you know? And she can meet that same spirit in a different body with somebody else. Okay? And what I've learned is that you just have to let all that completely go. You don't need no man to record for yourself, for your videos. You don't need no man to be with. You don't need no man around your kids. Just be by yourself and let God lead the way. I don't know if y'all have a relationship with God or not. I don't know, but it is very important. Okay, it is very important. That's what I've learned. It is very important because as soon as I open up that Bible and I read that chapter, they're wolves in sheep's clothing, ravenous wolves. That's when I was like, oh, okay, now I know what's out here in the world. Now I understand why I was meeting these persons with the same spirit. All right, so yes, like I said, the same spirit in a different body. That's why I say for you guys to be bashing these women, talking down on them, these are women with kids. They're trying to raise these kids, and to not being broken human beings, they'll probably grow up to be in this world to be like bad, evil people, more narcissistic behavior, manipulative. And all y'all can do is just talk down on these women. Like, instead of y'all supporting, all y'all do is laugh about these women, talk down on them, tell them that they're horrible, that they're the crazy ones. How do y'all think their children are feeling about them or about the way you're talking about their moms? That's horrible. We should do better. Everyone should do better and stop bashing these women with children. if you know and you see it with your own eyes that they're trying to do was good, and they're there for their kids mentally, emotionally, financially, they're there for those kids, for their kids, you shouldn't be bashing those women, talking down on them. You know how much it takes, to be there for other human beings other than yourself. Yeah, you probably just don't know, or you just don't care, or you just want somebody to talk about. Now that's horrible. Okay. So if you're not going to support these women in a good way, you need to back off of them. And I'm here to stand up for you mamas. Yes, I'm here to stand up for you mamas. Because you know what? There's really not a lot of support for us out here in this world when we get mistreated, by men. And we have kids, by men that we really wasn't supposed to have kids by. You know? Yeah, there's really not a lot of support for us. That's why it's very important, I say, to read your Bible, because that's the book of guidance. That's the book of knowledge right there. It is. You like it or not. I don't know if you believe in God or not, but I do. And I know that book of knowledge is very important to read before any woman or man, young boy or young girl, to head out into the world. Is very important. It's a lot in there that we need to learn and remember and keep in mind when we're out here in the world talking with other people. Wherever you may be, at work, at a store, anywhere. Yes. So shout out to you mamas. All About Carmen, Life with Royalty, and I know there's another one, but I did forget her name. I really don't watch her because I really haven't been seeing no videos about her, but I know she's a single mom as well. I know it's called with a V. Dang, I forgot. I really don't watch her though. But I know, sorry. But look, Life with Royalty, All About Carmen. Keep your head up. Keep going. And like I said, that book of knowledge is the Bible. It's the Bible. You got to read it. You got to read it. Take the time to read it. Okay. And for you haters out there, for you people that are reacting, reacting to their videos and talking bad about these mamas, y'all is insane. That's completely insane. That's a whole just mess up. Like, come on now, we need to encourage. We need to give good advice to single moms, especially because we are the ones raising, these young boys and young girls to grow up to be somebody good, for when they meet somebody, they're good to that somebody. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay. So if you're not there to support them or give them good advice, y'all need to back away, honestly. Honestly. Okay. Yeah. So shout out to you, wonderful mamas. I know you're doing your thing. Keep your head up. Keep pushing. And remember that God knows your heart. God knows what you're doing. God knows that you're trying to support your children. God knows that you had kids without being married. God knows it all, but everything can be fixed if you just give it to God. Stop accepting these worldly men, because there's a whole bunch of them out here in this world. Stop accepting these worldly men, and wait on God to let you know when the time is right, because the right man is going to have the fruits of the Spirit. The fruits of the Spirit, the right man. Okay? And you're going to know like that he carries those fruits of the Spirit, which is peace, love, joy. He's a provider. He's a protector. He talks about God. You see him read his Bible. Probably he goes to church. You know, he's not out here in the clubs talking about woman this, woman that. He's not calling you bad names. He's not talking down on you. He's not cheating on you. He's not beating on you, you know, all those things. So you will know when, you have a good man in sight. Okay. Like I said, when the time is right, the Lord will make it happen. All right. Peace out. And if you with me, you with me, supporting moms, because you know what? We are the ones that are raising children to be, better human beings, because we need less evil people in this world. We don't need no more narcissistic, manipulative, bad, evil people, mistreating, people, men and women, boys and girls. Yes, we don't need any of that. We need a good, good people, of course, but we also learn from those bad people. Okay. We learn what we don't want. We learn who we don't want to be, how we don't want to act like that. Okay. But hey, if you want something good, remember it's going to come from God, not from the world.